Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the Funk Royalty Files, where we dig into the juiciest scandals and royal controversies that make headlines. Today, we're talking about Prince Andrew's ex-girlfriend Lady Victoria Hervey and her very public backlash after sharing a sick post following Virginia Giuffre's tragic death. So, you might be wondering who these two women are. Well, let me fill you in. Lady Victoria Hervey was once engaged to none other than Prince Andrew himself back in 1999. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could someone associated with the royal family be so callous about Virginia Giuffre's passing? But before we get into that, it's worth noting that Virginia Giuffre, also known as Virginia Roberts Giuffre, was a sex trafficking victim who accused Prince Andrew and his longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell of abuse. Lady Victoria Hervey had been making headlines recently for her outrageous comments about Virginia Giuffre, calling her the queen of the fake photo, after claiming that she used an Irish body double to fake a famous photo with Prince Andrew. Talk about shady. But things took a turn when Lady Victoria shared a link to an NBC News article about Virginia Giuffre's death on Instagram, captioning it, "When lies catch up with you, there's no way out." Now, this post sparked outrage from the public, with many calling her sick and despicable. And rightly so. Sharing a friend's tragic news without any regard for context or empathy is just cruel. But Lady Victoria didn't stop there. She doubled down on her previous comments about Virginia Giuffre, saying she was a fake. But then, something unexpected happened. Lady Victoria backtracked and apologized for her previous statements, saying that Virginia Giuffre's suicide at her farmhouse in Neargaby was tragic. And she even admitted that she would be pausing her posts on the topic of Virginia Giuffre at this time. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, why should we care about Lady Victoria Hervey? Well, let me tell you. She's not just some random socialite who happens to have a connection to the royal family. No, she's also someone who has been defending Prince Andrew against allegations of abuse, despite him paying millions to settle a civil sexual assault case with Virginia Giuffre. It's worth noting that Prince Andrew has vehemently denied all allegations against him, but his settlement with Virginia Giuffre is certainly a sign that he knows he's got some splainin' to do. And let's not forget that Ghislaine Maxwell was recently convicted of sex trafficking and other crimes related to the scandal. So, what can we take away from this whole ordeal? Well, for one thing, it's clear that Lady Victoria Hervey needs to take a hard look at her own behavior. Sharing a friend's tragic news without empathy is never okay, and her previous comments about Virginia Giuffre were just plain hurtful. And then, there's the bigger picture. The way that the royal family has handled allegations of abuse. It's clear that they've got a long way to go in terms of transparency and accountability. But hey, at least we're having some tough conversations about it, right? That's all for today's Funk Royalty Files. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more juicy royal gossip and scandals.